Thanks everyone. Pleased to see you all again. Now, today's topic, you can see on the sign, a model for the organic conception of a problem and its solution. So, in my second talk, I spoke about the art and science of juggling and how they can help in the conceptualisation of a problem and its solution. I explained that practicing sustained juggling can provide the experience of sustained, relaxed concentration and help us become as ingenious as Leonardo da Vinci, hopefully. If you are good, you could even make a living from juggling. Today, in this my third talk, I'm going to quickly review my first and second talks and then talk more about CORE, my organic model for the processes of creativity. A quick review. In order to be more ingenious, we need to learn to do new things. In order to learn to do new things more effectively, we need to be able to maintain a state of sustained, relaxed concentration. Psychological research has shown that if we successfully practice sustained juggling, we can train our nervous system to maintain the state of sustained, relaxed concentration and then take this into activity. Thus, we can learn new things more effectively, including being more ingenious. So, CORE, an organic model for the processes of a creativity. I use the processes of conception of a physical life as a model for the processes of conception of ideas in the mind. First, you may have heard in my business launch, there was the Apple computer. Now there's the Apple core of creativity. No time to show a PowerPoint slide. C is for conceptualisation of a problem and its solution. O and R stand for organisation for and realisation of that solution. And finally E, perhaps most importantly of all, is for enjoyment of the fruits of our labours. The model goes as follows. An ovum contains 1/2 of the blueprint for the seed of a human being. A sperm contains the other half. More importantly, they are complementary halves that fit together perfectly as a full blueprint for life. You all know that on the molecular biological level, these complementary half blueprints are in the form of 23 chromosomes made up of DNA. By themselves, the half blueprints can never multiply and divide into a human being. When combined at the moment of conception, after human intercourse, the male half blueprint combines with the female half blueprint to form the full seed. Just one cell made up of 46 chromosomes. This one cell then divides and multiplies until around 9 months later, voila, the miracle of human life. As we well know, the word conception can also mean the realisation of an idea, hopefully a brilliant one, in the human mind. In philosophical thinking, the term abductive reasoning is used when we make a philosophical argument to support some conclusion using an analogy. I use the analogy of complementary half blueprints of DNA combining for conception of the seed of the full blueprint for life to support the conclusion that complementary half blueprints also come together in the mind in the process of mental conception of the seed idea for solving a problem. Arguing from analogy, complementary ideas are the DNA of the mind. Complementary ideas are the DNA of the mind that make up the half blueprints of solutions to your problems. The human mind organises and brings together complementary half ideas in the conception of the seed idea for a solution. The seed idea takes root and germinates and grows in the mind until it can sprout into reality through our actions. All that remains then is for us to enjoy the fruits of our labours. In conclusion, when complementary ideas are brought together in the human mind in response to a well-defined question, the seed idea for the solution to a problem is created. The seed idea germinates and takes root in the prepared mind and sprouts into reality through our organisation and actions.
That's 5.
The great philosopher, natural philosopher, physicist and mathematician Isaac Newton brought together the ideas of the Greek philosophers, such as Thales, about geometry, with Descartes' ideas about algebra. He created the mathematical calculus that could precisely explain motion and prove that the sun is the centre of the solar system and not the Earth. With the mathematical calculus and the aid of Galileo's telescope, Newton then implemented the scientific revolution and the end of the hold of religious dogma over humankind. He answered the philosophical question, what is the centre of the solar system? The subjects of my next talk will be about learning to juggle and about how Newton brought the above ideas together.
Well done, Richard.
Thanks everyone for listening.